So you want to start sewing something, but you don't know how to start.
We're not done. We're not ready for that just yet. Okay, close the door. Good job.
If you find yourself in that situation, my best advice would be to just start. But how do you start if you don't know how to start? I'm going to give tangible things you can do. First of all, what does it mean to start when you don't know where to go? Showing up. I don't want to hear that you don't feel like it. Seriously, stop that. Showing up can be as simple as walking into your sewing space, getting the supplies out for that garment, and seeing if the puzzle pieces start to come together as you get your hands on the items. I know that happens for me a lot. I see all the details when I'm physically putting together things instead of simply trying to go through the motions in my mind. Maybe you have no idea what those motions would be, and there's no puzzle coming together for you. Now you're staring at what you want to make, and you haven't a clue of how to make it. Well, call a friend. Google, YouTube, maybe an actual physical friend if you're so lucky to have a sewing buddy close to you. I mean, if you want to take your kiddo to a museum that you're unfamiliar with, do you just sit in the driveway wondering where to go? No, you Google that shit and get on your merry way. But to be in that position, you first had to show up. AKA, you had to get in your car. You had to go to your sewing space. And then you had to call a friend. Maybe you needed some help. So, hey, Google Maps. How do I get to the museum and take my kid? Now the gears are turning. You've shown up to what you want to work on. You're Googling, YouTubing as necessary, not as a distraction, but as necessary to get this garment, this creation, this physical action into place. Steps are getting crossed off the list. You're on the journey to completion, and there's a few things that should be highlighted. Protect this momentum. It's how things get done. Discipline, showing up, easing into discomfort. Yes, even though I adore sewing, I have these moments too. Sewing is an all-time passion, hobby, all the things. I have these moments too, but I just stay with it. One project. You are working on one project at this moment. Maybe you have several going on at any given time. I can definitely relate. And I can go into details on how I balance that in another video if you'd like. But for right now, in these 15 minutes, in this next hour, 4 hours, however long you're going to be sewing in this time block, focusing on one project until you truly get to a stopping point. Maybe you need to order a zipper, or maybe, your kid is hollering from the other room. And while you are sewing only on this one project, you are staying focused. So only using Google, YouTube, whatever, only as necessary to complete your garment. And if you need to learn how to do a French seam, and if you're comfortable giving it a try after one video, then do it. If that video confused you, sure, find another video. But do not get off track having to watch 20 different videos on a French seam before giving it a try. You and I both know that is a lie to yourself, and that's why it feels so shitty when you're doing it, just scrolling through endless videos of French seams. You cannot lie to yourself without guilt showing up. So sure, there are times when you need to give yourself grace, but you know the difference between those situations and when you are making excuses. No one feels guilty when they are sick on the couch with the flu, right? We all know the difference between that. So over the years, folks have been asking me, how do I do it? And that's overly kind, really. I don't think that I am anything special at really anything. But I do my best to show up on a consistent basis, and I do the best that I know how to do without stressing. So you can't get things done if you don't show up. And you can't get better if you don't get things done. And if you aren't getting things done, you aren't making mistakes, and really that's where the learning is done. So I embrace mistakes as a learning opportunity. I do not stress out about them. I mean, I love to sew. It's a creative outlet that I am consistently growing and evolving in, and mistakes are just part of the journey. And when you have this approach on a consistent basis, then you can look back over the past, week, month, 6 months, a year, and look back and it's like, wow, that effort really did compound. I know this is a mindset shift, and this video outlines all the steps you can make to switch all of that around so you can accomplish your sewing goals. Go check it out. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. As always, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I hope to catch y'all next time.